Hey, it's been a bit of a hocus-pocus forecast with temperatures below normal today and also some fog working in. Keep an eye on the clock in your place on the map because temperatures are going to spike. Partly to mostly cloudy skies in and around the Austin metro area. Damaging winds, very heavy rain, some 1 to 2 inches per hour. One of the things that we're going to start to see downtown is going to be the inundation of some rainfall. We're live in a storm chaser right now headed southbound I-35, where we've been stuck behind TxDOT crews doing their job and doing it quite well. They're doing the mannequin challenge.
They're not moving. Are you sure this is live? Oh, okay. Lauren. Mannequin challenge.
Everyone that is northeast of this, as it's trending northward, you need to make sure that you're in your safe place.
Do you hear it, Jason?
Well, why are y'all?
Do you hear your clock ticking?
No, I don't. Why are y'all passing it off to us?
I hear your clock ticking. I know how old you are.
So you can see where this dam is still getting lots of heavy water still moving through right now. As it stands, the max reading yesterday at about 2:15 was just nearly 753 feet. Last reading at about 11 a.m., just at the top of this broadcast, it was about 737 feet. So this is right where it sort of bottlenecks coming off of Lake Marble Falls, where lake levels are still very high. The most expensive state to get married in, okay, wait for it, that would be Hawaii. The average wedding costs about $40,000 there. So I got a question for you, okay, because inquiring minds clearly want to know. I mean, what do people do? Like, do they take out a loan? Do they sacrifice?
I hope not.
You know, a sibling?
Sacrifice a sibling?
I mean, you know,
like,
just here, take my sibling for the pay for my wedding.
I know, it's expensive.
It's like the summer of like bread issues, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They have bread, they don't have bread. Well, my bread, I have it, but it smells.
But
and
it's
like,
stinky bread. You don't want any stinky bread.
No.
Stinky bread in the heat? Ain't nobody got time for that. Who wants that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't have time.
And if it's wet weather and bread, you got moldy bread?
Don't have time for that either.
No grilled cheeses for us. Not today, at least.
Not at all. But you can expect lower 90s. How about that?
I'll take it. I'll take that.
All right, catch me outside. All right, upper 70s. Georgetown, 79 degrees. We do have a dense fog advisory in effect until 11 a.m. with the exception of Mason County. So every single county you see shaded in gray here, expecting visibility below a quarter of a mile, or certainly at the very least, below a mile here as well. So take a look at some of these visibility readings right now. Only about 3-mile visibility here in Austin, 1 in San Marcos, 1.5 in Georgetown, and below 2 miles over in Llano and also Fredericksburg. So we do expect the fog to stick around, start to get a little bit of break here. Beautiful state capital on this Texas Independence Day. 48 degrees at ABIA currently right now. Camp Mabry at 47. Calm winds as well across the board. Look at this, 51 for LaGrange, 48 in San Marcos. Heavy fog out in Fredericksburg, about 54 degrees and still in the mid to upper 40s elsewhere. College Station nearing 50, 45 for Burnett, Fog in Giddings, and Lago Vista in the upper 40s there as well. Big picture right now, we see we have a couple cold fronts to talk about right now. You can see one over in Arkansas, one here moving in West Texas, even New Mexico with an upper level low moving through that area as well. We are mostly calm and mostly dry here right now. A little bit of drizzle out there. But the big question is what's going to happen with the temperatures today and also tomorrow. So let's start with some rainfall forecasts. Only about a 20-30% spotty, patchy showers expected today. Due northeast winds, fairly light, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We will stay in the mid to lower 50s for the heart of our Saturday. Again, some fog will be likely through the late evening, overnight hours tonight. Warm front tries its best to make it into the I-35 corridor for tomorrow. That could allow for a little bit of clearing out in the hill country where we can see some lower 70s there, perhaps even upper 60s for Burnett. Still in the mid to upper 50s, maybe even touching on 60s here in Austin. Thereafter, into the late evening, there comes that Arctic front punching through the area. So let's look at our temperatures as we make our way through the next 48 hours. 20s, upper 30s for Dallas and North Texas. You can see around 7 a.m. for Sunday morning. Still about 50 here in Austin. Could break, move up to about 62 degrees ahead of the front into Sunday afternoon around 3 p.m. 40s for Dallas, 50 here in Austin, and then there comes that surge heading south into the Austin metro for early Monday morning, but we could be talking about upper 20s. 30% patchy rain showers expected today, 55 for the daytime high, 50 overnight tonight under mainly cloudy skies. Still some patchy fog expected, about 20 to 30% chance for rainfall. Allergy forecast today, oak, elm on the medium side. Ash and mold expected to be on the high side with the latest count and forecast each and every day in the Statesman. So temperatures, that is what we have to look at here. So 62 expected for Sunday, 29 for Monday morning, 38 degrees you can see for Monday afternoon. So staying in the upper 30s. likely not making it to 40 here in the Austin Metro. 27 again, a very cold morning for Tuesday. 46 for the afternoon high, 53 for Wednesday, 60s for Thursday. So we start to rebound under overcast skies, and Friday coming in at about 76 degrees. Good Saturday morning, everyone. Hey, it's the last Saturday of the month here in Central Texas, and we're starting out on a fairly good note. At least for late July, we should be a lot warmer than what we are. We're about 5 degrees cooler from 24 hours ago and also below the average. So pretty blue skies out there right now. A beautiful look at our downtown camera, courtesy of our Capital Farm Credit sponsor there. 66 degrees at ABIA currently right now, 71 at Camp Mabry. We broke records yesterday morning and also Thursday morning with cooler than average temperatures, and it felt a lot like fall out there. 5 degrees warmer here in Austin from 24 hours ago, 2 for Burnett, 2 also in Gillespie County and Fredericksburg, 5 in Llano, and 6 degrees warmer areas over to the east in Giddings and also LaGrange. So this is the start of a trend that we're going to have going on later on today and also tomorrow to end our weekend. So lower 70s right now at Buchanan Dam along the I-35 corridor. You can see upper 60s, even lower 70s right now in Dripping Springs. 67 degrees you can see there for Rosanke, 67 in Muldoon, and also 70 degrees at this hour in Luling. So lots of red there. You can see for the month of July, we're getting ready to close the books out here. We've had 18 days above average, 4 days. You can see this week below average, making that count a total of 8 days for the entire month. And we're going to add another one again today because the average high is about 97 degrees, and we're not going to hit that for you today. So high pressure is in control around much of the nation there, even for the southeastern Gulf states and the Lone Star State. We're going to remain dry today for the most part, only about a 10% isolated shower. But come tomorrow, though, we're going to start to pack in a little bit more isolated rain chances, only about those garden variety type that we love to talk about. 94 degrees later on this afternoon, still in the mid to upper 80s as we prepare for bedtime tonight. Notice the color contours going back to yellow overnight tonight into early Saturday morning, indicating cooler temperatures but also staying slightly above the fray in terms of our averages. We pack in more cloud cover right now, at least for tomorrow morning, because we're going to be tapping into that Gulf moisture. But notice areas over to the east around 2 p.m. starting to pick up some of those light showers. About 20% or so is what we're expecting here in our coverage area. That will move across the I-35 corridor and begin to fizzle out later on into the evening around 10 p.m. when we're preparing for bed. Still hot out there today. Again, rising humidity levels, 94 today, 75 degrees under mostly clear skies overnight tonight. It is another ozone action day, so this is day 3. So share a ride, bike, or walk today to kind of cut down on that ozone pollution. Mold, you can see there on the medium count for today. I already did that count for you under the microscope. Latest count and forecast each and every day in the Statesman. 8 to 14 day outlook, bringing above average temperatures here into central Texas, and also humidity levels rising day by day through the middle and end of next week. Have a dry weekend for the most part. Again, 10 to 20% sprinkle, but look at this, warming up middle of next week, coming really close to 100 degrees. And as you can imagine, we're in for another scorcher today. So far this year, we've had 3 days of triple-digit heat, but believe it or not, that's not as bad as the heat we were seeing this time last year. As you can imagine, this Texas heat, yeah, it's nothing new to us here in summer, but for those of you newbies, you may be surprised to learn that it's actually been a lot hotter here in the past. So far this year, we've experienced limited amount of days with air temperatures in the triple digits. That means 100 degrees above. So let's connect the dots. In 2018, that was last year, we received 52 100-degree days here in the capital city. But this year, we've seen a lot more rain, causing the soil to be a lot wetter. And what that translates to is, it keeps the air temperatures a lot cooler, even though the feels-like temperatures are a lot hotter. As we go throughout July and August, we're likely to see more dry days than rainy days. And that will make it a lot hotter outside. Sorry to tell you. It's not typical, though, to go an entire year without an official 100-degree day here in Austin, but it has happened before, 10 times to be exact, since authorities started collecting data in Austin 120 years ago. The most recent year without a 100-degree day was 1987. September 1st is usually the last day we see 100-degree temperatures here in Austin. So, yeah, you can imagine we still have plenty of time to go to really feel those dog days of summer.